Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be making this card as part of my holiday card series. So we're going to go ahead and get started. So first off, I am using this Express It blending cardstock for my coloring today. I've already pre-cut a piece. Okay, and I got this cute little Christmas stamp set, and this is by Stampendous. And I am going to first start with the little snowman. I'm just going to put it on my stamp press. And I'm using Memento Tuxedo Black ink to ink this stamp up really good. Okay, turn it over, and I am going to give it a good press, and just make sure I press around all the edges to get a good impression. Okay, so I am starting with my Spectrum Noir alcohol ink markers, and I am using DR7, DR5, and DR1 right now. And I'm using the darkest color, which is DR7, as mostly for shading around the edges of the image. And then I move into the medium color, and then I blend them out with the lightest color. So that's what I'm going to be doing, going back and forth with those three colors. And I knew this was going to be a pretty long card making video, so I just decided to speed it up and just add narration to it. And I'm just going to continue going back and forth between these three colors until I'm done coloring in the image. In my last video, I talked about this cardstock, this Express It blending cardstock. It's specially made for Copics and of alcohol ink markers. It works really well. I notice coloring on this cardstock, I don't go out of the lines as much. The colors look more vibrant. It's just all around the best cardstock for coloring that I have used so far. Yeah, I decided I have to kind of force myself to go ahead and get started making more holiday cards, because I find that I usually wait to the last minute during the month of December to start making all my holiday and Christmas cards. So I figure starting in September would give me enough time to get all of my holiday cards made without having to be in a rush to, get so many made. So hopefully I'll be adding a lot more Christmas cards to my holiday card making series. And I hope you guys like these videos. Please, guys, leave your comments down below. I really like to know what you guys think, especially about my coloring, because I've really been practicing, and I just want to get really good at coloring. I usually make most of my holiday cards in the size 5x7. I don't know why. That's just what I do. And yeah, so I just showed a little clip of what that card is going to look like when I'm done, but actually that picture was put in the wrong spot on this video, but I don't want to change it because I really have a hard time with editing these videos. Okay, so now you've seen that I have switched to coloring in the green part on the little scarves. And with this, I'm using my Spectrum Noir JG1, JG3, and JG6. And I was watching some of your videos out there on YouTube, and I see where some of the ladies on here, or some of the people on here, will put the caps of these markers down so that people know what colors they're using. And I thought that was a really good idea, so I'm trying it. I know when I was coloring with the red, the DR1, I put it way out of camera view, so that's why I have to really make sure while I'm narrating, I let you guys know what I'm using and what I'm doing. So same thing with the green, just going back and forth. The darkest colors on the outer edges for shading, and the lightest colors are in the intersection. I use the lightest color to blend all three colors together. Yeah, I really don't like to make long videos, but sometimes when you're coloring and you're using different techniques, the time can really like get away from you for real. And that's what usually happens with me. But I think this is a really good video for someone like me who is just getting started with coloring. Okay, and here I'm about to color the little noses, and I'm going to do orange. I'm going to use the OR1 by Spectrum Noir, and then I'm going to go in with a darker color by a different maker. It's the Fine Touch Twin Marker, and that is in color orange YR23. It's because I haven't yet collected all the Spectrum Noir markers yet, so I needed to have a darker orange than OR1 to add a little bit of shading around his nose, around their noses. So I had to use a different marker, but they still blended really good together. Okay, so here I am going in with the gray shades, IG4, IG2, and the blender pen of my Spectrum Noir markers. And this is because the snowmen are white, and the little cotton on their hats is also white. So when you're coloring an image and it's supposed to be white, I have learned from watching you guys and also from reading and teaching myself how to color with these markers that you add your shadows with the gray colors, and it really looks really good. So right now I am going in with the darkest IG4, and I am going around the image, adding the shading around the image with IG4 right now. And the gray is also good to go around an image that you colored on white cardstock that you want to stand out from the rest of the cardstock. Also learned that from you guys, so thanks for all the tips. I'm really thinking about signing up for the online card classes. There's a Copic marker class that's available now by, I believe it's Christina Warner and maybe Jennifer McGuire, but I know I found that information by watching one of Christina Warner's card tutorial videos. And I really think that I'm gonna do that. If y'all have never watched Christina Warner's channel, I would definitely suggest her channel and also Jennifer McGuire's channel. Those ladies are awesome. I think they work along with Simon Says Stamp. Yeah, I'm really thinking about that. I'll let you guys know in another video if I did take the class and how that goes. So here you'll see that I had stamped this image on just a regular piece of white cardstock. I cut it out and I added some adhesive around the perimeter of the back of that piece. Not a lot of adhesive. I did it to where it would be easy to come up when I get done adding ink. And this is a masking technique, and I actually got this from watching Christina Warner's channel. So thank you so much for this tip. And so here I'm using the Faded Jeans Distress ink by Tim Holtz and Ranger, and the ink blending tool. I'm just inking all around that mask. And now I'm taking the other stamp that comes with that set by Stampendas, and I'm going to ink it up with the Memento Tuxedo Black ink. I have it here on my stamp press. I'm just going to turn that over. And I'm going to position this at the top of my card. Actually, it's going to be hanging off the top of my card. I want it at the very top. I'm going to give that a good press. Okay, just going to clean off my work surface a little. And that looks really good. And here I'm thinking I wanted to add some shimmer, some bling, and some sparkle. So I am going in with the Watermark Resist ink by Ranger, and I'm inking up that same stamp again, and I'm going to line that up with the image that I already pressed in the black ink, only this time I'm doing it in the Watermark ink because I'm going to be doing some heat embossing. I'm going to put a piece of scratch paper under my work surface, and I'm using Stampin' Stuff by Stampendas. This is embossing powder, and this is in Stardust. It's a transparent, sparkly embossing powder. It's really pretty, and it's really, really good for Christmas and anything you want to make sparkle. I'm just going to get my heating gun or my heating tool, and I'm just going to heat this up, and you can see as it turns darker, that means it's setting, it's melting with that heat, and it looks really pretty. So that is what the card is looking like so far. And here I'm going to use this stamp set by TPC Studio, and I'm just going to use the little sentiment right here at the bottom, the 'Tis the Season. I'm going to take that out, and I'm going to position that where I want it to go on my card. And then I'm just going to add it to my stamp press. I'm going to turn it over. Again, I'm going to be using the Watermark Resist ink by Ranger, and I'm going to ink that up. I'm going to turn my stamp press over. Actually, right here, I use the anti-static pillow. And now I am going to press this image right down in the center. And I'm using Stampin' Stuff by Stampendas, and this is the Detail Black opaque embossing powder. And you can kind of see how I've actually transferred some sparkly embossing powder by accident into my black, but that's okay. I'm just gonna use my scratch paper and slide the rest of that powder back into the jar. Put the top on that and move it right to the side. And now I'm just gonna use my heating tool and heat this up. And this too will turn dark and shiny when it's done setting. Okay, so that looks good. Okay, so here we are, guys, coming to the end of this card making video, and now I'm just using my my little pick, and I am going around that mask that I made, and voila, there is my colored image. I'm just taking some ribbon, some glitter cardstock red, and a plain white card base, and I've already stamped the inside and the back of the outside with stamps, both by Stampabilities. The inside greeting is called meaning of the season, and then the outside of the card in the back I always stamp, and this is the uniquely handmade stamp by Stampabilities. That's my favorite stamp to put on the back of my cards, just to let everybody know that it's a little more special because it's handmade. And you know, I just like to let everybody know. So I just added some adhesive and a little extra glue. I just like to make sure when I'm giving cards, especially for Christmas and the holidays, that I add a little extra glue to the back to make sure they stay together and everything stays put. So here I'm adding a ribbon down the side. It's a sheer ribbon down the front side of my card. I'm going to slide another small piece of ribbon just to make a little bow. Just cut off the ends of that. And then I like to add a little bit of glue under the knot on my ribbon, just so that it doesn't come loose and it stays where I want it to be. Okay, so this is what it looks like, and now it's time to add some adhesive and put this together on my card base. Again, I'm just going in with a little bit of extra glue. And I'm just going to adhere that down to my card base. And this is the finished card. So I hope you guys like it. These are just some pictures, some up close pictures of the finished card, just to show you some of the details. Thank you for watching, guys. Bye.